Hello silver friends, this is Joli from QuickSilverHair, and today we're going to talk about baking soda and vinegar and whether I think they are safe to use on silver hair for whitening and brightening. I get this question a lot. I think there was a trend several years ago, could have been 10 or 20, I don't remember, but there was this trend for a little while to use baking soda as your shampoo and vinegar as your conditioner. And while theoretically from a pH standpoint this makes sense, it's not right for everyone's hair type. First, let's start with the pH scale. pH is very important when it comes to hair care because pH helps the cuticle stay healthy. The higher the pH, the more damage it does to the cuticle. The lower the pH, the more it stays in range with the natural pH of hair. The natural pH of hair is 4 to 5. That's in its finest virgin state. The pH of hair changes, of course, when we have chemical processes that we've done to it. It will raise the pH of hair. Shampoo should be between 4 and 9 in pH. 9 being really high as far as being a very clarifying shampoo. 4 would be pretty gentle shampoo, and somewhere in the neutral range of 6 or 7 would be a shampoo that would just be a good cleansing shampoo. From a hair chemist standpoint, they design their shampoos to have a pH of somewhere in this range because that is the safe range for hair. Baking soda has a pH of 9, which is inside this range and is in the upper range of more alkalizing, which opens the cuticle up a little bit more, which clarifies the hair a little bit more. So baking soda is actually a clarifying treatment. Vinegar has a pH of 2, which means that it is lower than the natural state of hair. So I don't think that vinegar should be used as conditioner. Vinegar can be used to clarify your hair in a slightly different way, and I'll get into that in a second because it is for a very specific hair type. So let's go back to baking soda for a second. Baking soda, when mixed properly with a gentle shampoo, is actually very effective at brightening and whitening silver hair. I do think you want to mix it with shampoo because it will help pull that pH down just a little bit so it's not too high and not too damaging to your hair. I would not just be mixing it willy-nilly with anything, and I definitely would not use baking soda alone, say in just water. You want to mix it with something to pull that pH down just a little bit. So my recommendation for using baking soda, and you can use it up to once a week. I wouldn't do it that often, but it depends on what you've got going on and how often you need to clarify your hair with something like this. My recipe for a baking soda treatment is to use a QuickSilverHair Curiously Clarifying Shampoo and baking soda. What you want to do is use a tablespoon of each. I use a tablespoon of baking soda and a tablespoon of shampoo to clarify all of my hair. I haven't done this in quite some time because I don't feel like I need a treatment like this anymore. But if you find that you have a very stubborn yellowing that is not heat and is not sun damage, baking soda might do the trick. So what you want to do is mix your shampoo and baking soda before you step into the shower. It makes it a little bit easier to apply it. You'll take your tablespoon. You can do teaspoon if you want, if you have short hair. So the idea is that it should be 1-to-1 ratio. So that means it should be 1 tablespoon to 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon to 1 teaspoon, etc. So if I were to do mine, I would take a level scoop of baking soda and a level tablespoon of clarifying shampoo from a QuickSilverHair and mix it together. So you're just mixing it right before you step into the shower because it is going to have a reaction. I like to use, one of these little cosmetic spoons. So you just mix it up and it will start to foam up a little because it's reacting. But it should mix up nice and smooth. You should see it come together. You can actually hear it foaming and changing to this nice fluffy mix. So you want to take that mix into the shower, and once you step into the shower and wet your hair, apply it gently to your hair. You do not apply it the same way you would shampoo where you're scrubbing your hair. You want to just run it through the links of your hair gently. Let it set for 2 to 3 minutes. Rinse thoroughly. Follow with a shampoo and a deep condition. I like to use Indulge deep conditioner. It's a lightweight deep conditioner and it works really well for most hair types. So that's the way I would properly use baking soda to cleanse silver hair. If you're going to use vinegar, remember that vinegar is only 2 levels away from battery acid. So you really want to be careful here with vinegar on your hair. You definitely don't want to use straight vinegar. That's why it's always recommended to dilute it. You want to use 1 tablespoon of vinegar to 3 cups of water, and you would just rinse your hair with that rinse after you have thoroughly rinsed away all of the baking soda. I would even suggest that you do that little bit of shampoo again, and you can dunk your head in this mixture. You can use like a mixing bowl and just soak your hair in that mixture and then rinse it away. If you want to use vinegar on its own to clarify, it would be the same ratio of 1 tablespoon of vinegar, apple cider vinegar, to 3 cups of water in a mixing bowl, and basically soak your hair in the bowl and then rinse your hair with the vinegar. Theoretically, this is supposed to help with removing hard water buildup. However, I don't find that it's helpful for low porosity hair at all. As a matter of fact, when you use something with a really low pH like vinegar on low porosity hair, you're actually kind of driving that cuticle shut a little bit harder, and it's going to make it harder for your hair to be conditioned. The entire point of washing and conditioning your hair is to cleanse away anything that needs to be cleansed away with that opening of the cuticle, and then to gently shut that cuticle back down with a lower pH that brings the pH to the normal pH of your hair, which is 4 to 5 again. So what can happen is that on low porosity hair, you're lowering that pH too low. The caveat is that on high porosity hair or really coarse hair, vinegar can help close that cuticle down and protect it from moisture loss. So if you have low porosity, fine hair, you may not need vinegar at all. And if you have high porosity or coarse hair, vinegar might be helpful to you to have that feeling that your hair is actually being conditioned better. So I hope you found this video helpful today. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so now because I would love to see you next time. And until then, shine on.